What's up, citizens of Heaven One Nation? My name is Zach, and with me today is a whole lot of people. I got Jimmy, Simon, Ryan, Woody, and Ricky's running the camera for us tonight.
Hey there, guys. How's it going?
Wonderful, guys.
We're gonna give you another shot, Ricky. You screwed it up last time, but we'll see what happens. So I think anybody got something to say before we get really going here?
Well, I'd like to thank everybody that come out to our Having One get-together Colonels game last Friday. We had a huge crowd. It was a great time, and I think everybody had plenty of beer to drink, so I'd like to thank everybody for coming out to that.
Everything was good except my pitch. That was pretty bad, wasn't it?
I didn't get to see it.
God,
I missed it too.
It was terrible.
It did not bounce. Stuff was stolen. People ended up leaving without everything they brought. It happens. That's what happened.
We're talking about how great a night it is, and you
just throw that out.
You really brought that.
Sore subject?
They're all going to want to come out next time.
Simon says, sore subject.
Get your keys and your hat tooken.
Tooken or taken?
Tooken.
Taken. For sure taken.
Thanks,
I think
Ricky.
there's some NWA lyrics, but anyways.
Agree to disagree.
Regardless, so we normally try to do some kind of fun, drinky, whatever, in the beginning. Woody, why don't you tell them what we're going to roll with tonight?
Well, I've got nothing set up right now, but we're going to try to do a little cherry Coke drink for adults, and we got maybe a beer and a spear set up.
CCD, cherry Coke drink.
Yeah.
Have a little CCD.
That's what they do there.
Okay. So I'm going to try to get some stuff set up. You guys want to do what you're doing here, and I'll be right back.
Yeah.
What are we up to? 1,300?
What are you drinking there, Ryan?
I'm drinking some Galaxy Dry Hop Pseudo.
So they just come out with that here about a week ago, didn't they?
First time in cans.
Yeah.
I think it's been on the shelf for about a week. They had that and Secret Sumo come out.
Because Toppling did away with their bombers.
They must have.
No more bombers.
They must have.
Yeah. Really good beer if you guys get a chance to get some of the Pseudo Sue Galaxy hop. I know Big G's got it, so Hy-Vee everywhere's got to have it, but you know it's only out for so long.
The
so.
Dry Hop Pseudos have always been one of my favorite beers.
Yeah.
Did you get any Super Sumo?
I did.
How's that?
Compared to this, it was a far cry.
You didn't bring any.
Did not.
So we were talking about your brother-in-law. What's his name? Zach Hawkins.
Zach Hawkins.
And where's he at right now?
He is out in Portland right now. He up there for business, and he's stopped so far at Great Notion. He's got to try double stack, some of their hazy IPAs. He was at the
Was that sorry to interrupt, but was that the first time he's tried double stack?
It was.
What did he say?
I told him before he went, I said it's the best stout I have ever had.
Mm-hmm.
He got pretty excited. He said it still did not beat Morning Delight, which he's had on tap while at when it was at Parlor City.
So where's the closest place to here where we can get Great Notion beer?
I wouldn't know the answer to that, but it's got to
I'm
be.
gonna guess like Colorado.
Going in September.
It's not available anywhere around here, but if you're out of state and you find a Great Notion beer, it seems like no matter what they make is good stuff.
I saw on Instagram that Great Notion is doing a collab with Equilibrium, which I think is from New York. It's called Juice Equals Juice, and this Equilibrium, I don't know if you follow them at all, but they're like beer scientists. I mean, they're really big into the
Science of beer.
Kind of like
of beer.
us.
So
Sciences.
What I read quickly was
I
that
think that's what beer science means.
You got Ricky looking at you like,
Now
what?
you're getting the director involved.
Sorry.
You know,
What
I'm just saying.
the quick snippet I read, they basically tried to make the juiciest beer possible.
Have they tried juice in the beer?
They put the juice in the Tropicana orange juice thing. Like they had that. They had the beer in there. It looked delicious.
Wow.
Name of the book. It's called Juice Equals Juice, which they had like all their MC equals.
Yeah, Woody's putting
Whatever.
the goods on the table.
Well, anything I've ever tried from Great Notion, everything's been great. So, you know, anytime you guys are out of state, you come across that
It's
beer.
not just a clever name.
So, while Woody's working on mixing this and we're talking a little bit, I had decided that we were going to try these Moonshine pickles that I've been seeing on the Facebook and Instagram. Apparently they're not in distribution in Cedar Rapids yet. They're in Waterloo. So I sent Woody. I couldn't make it to Cedar Rapids. Woody's like, well, yeah, I'll go pick them up. He had to go like 10 places to find out. I sent him on a wild goose chase, and it didn't quite work out. So he improvised by buying the actual moonshine and then putting the pickles
We got anybody up in that area to pick them up for us?
I'm sure we do. Yeah, there's people that already have them, but I couldn't
Besides
get them
my
today.
mom.
Oh yeah, your mom.
Shout
I
out.
was talking to your mom today.
So was Chris, probably. Or,
Not the first time.
what's his name? Ricky?
Ricky.
What did you bring with you tonight? Simon, some bath salts?
No, we're saving
We're
those.
not doing
for
that.
next-
We're gonna save
doing
them.
that.
Oh,
Those
we're
are-
saving the bath
We're getting
salt.
into that next week. We're just putting them out there for a plug. Get a hold of them, try them out.
You know
Simon has long been pushing the beer salts
Well,
on
before
us.
the brown
beer
bag.
salt.
Before the brown
Before
bag.
the brown bag, even yes. You're right.
All right.
If you took this straight, it might act like a bath salt. We don't know.
Well, if it was bath salt, it'd make a lot more sense.
Get after it. No, they're good. We'll try them out next week or soon. Soon to come when we bring more standard beers. They're definitely not a craft beer mix in. So let's get this mixed up. I'm a little disappointed it's not
Cracking the whip.
Diet Coke.
Come on, Woody.
Come on, man. Get after it. No, I'll help you mix it up. I'm excited about this. I love cherry Coke.
You do?
Oh yeah.
So we'll start with cherry cokes.
What, you guys like to party?
You like oh, never mind.
Wait, is that what you guys want to start with?
Cherry coke. You know,
Liquor
you want to start
before
with
beer, you're in the clear. Yeah, let's do that. Beer before liquor.
yeah, make
never
them
been
small though.
sicker.
Well, yeah, we're not gonna.
So hey, while we're mixing these up, maybe we could punch out on the shirts. We got good feedback on people wanting t-shirts,
You are the shirt guy.
so we're looking into it. I have been a shirt guy before,
Yes, you are.
but I'm not a shirt guy this
We got a
time.
very experienced shirt guy here to really take your order.
So yeah, sounds like we're putting together some cool shirts. Maybe we'll get a print made up and put it up, and then get an order list.
Yeah, once we get a final print, we'll get the order forms out there. However, we are going to sell them. But if you haven't said that you're interested, it would be nice if you do. That way, we know about how many we're going to order, so we can get some pricing stuff figured out. But I'm pretty certain it's going to be at $20.
Sizes.
Anything, all
We're
sizes,
keeping colors limited. We'll tell you later about that. But any sizes?
all sizes,
Okay.
up to 4X.
I am definitely not the shirt guy then.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's exciting. Pumping that out.
So what were you doing at the? Didn't you go to some
So I had
festival?
I
Friday?
had a
Simon
family
was helping
reunion.
mix this
Uh,
stuff, right?
the new
I know how that
the
helped
new
go.
Moonshine Pickle lady, my mom,
Yeah.
has 10 brothers. She's the only
Okay.
girl, and we do a family reunion every year in Nebraska. We call it the Platte.
Well, it looked like a beer festival.
Well, they all have all these events where they cook food and do all this cook-off stuff, and I said, you know what? Let's do a beer share. It's kind of a new thing I've
Sure.
gotten into, so just bring people together, try different beers. And my aunts and uncles live everywhere.
Well, that's really cool.
Yeah, so they were bringing it
So, you know, if you got a family at home and you decide to have a reunion,
in. Yeah,
have a beer share.
It was so unorganized and simple. We would just sit down. People, they would were handing me beer, and I'd open it up, and I'd get my licks in, and then they had whatever. No, yeah, we had beer from all the way from Ohio, Nebraska, St. Louis, Minnesota. We had a good share around, so it was
Got
a
it
good
covered
time.
pretty well.
Cool.
Nice.
Yeah, it was fun.
Are
and
we
I was
ready to
missing-
start
I was
making
missing
the
further
alcohol?
on, so.
I don't know, are we?
Yeah.
Looks like
Okay.
it. We got rocks.
You had a recipe for the viewers?
A very little bit of a recipe.
I'd
I
like to know.
did a quick search on the internet.
This is just a shake of this, a dab of that.
This is the cherry
Cherry Coke.
cherry Coke.
We were down south at a family reunion last week, and they kind of did something with the Moonshine Cherries. They put it together where they soaked Cordell cherries in a little bit of moonshine. We're just using whatever brand of moonshine that you like. I know everybody likes something different.
I think then they actually sell the cherries and the pickles pre-done, but we don't have that.
Do they?
time.
I don't know
Yep.
for sure. I do know one thing. The moonshine pickles going around, don't buy them in Iowa because you can't find them except
Waterloo.
for Waterloo, Zach found out.
Mm.
So,
We got an in on that. My mom.
okay, there you go.
It's being taken care of.
All
We'll
right.
run it through the chain with Ricky, get them hand
Okay.
delivered.
Very good. So we're looking at Moonshine Cherries, a little bit of grenadine Coca-Cola for you guys that you could probably do it with Pepsi. Make a cherry Pepsi.
That was my first question.
It is-
Pepsi.
What?
The liquids are so cold. It's not because it's hot out here. The liquids are so cold they're sweating. Sweat
All
goes
right.
out.
So the recipe on the internet that I got: 2 ounces of your cherry juice, 1/2 ounce of grenadine, and 3 ounces of cola.
Okay.
Perfect.
Pretty simple. We can
Where's the moonshine?
set it up,
go?
throw a little bit of ice. What I did prior to making these moonshine cherries is took a bottle of Cordell cherries, dumped them in a quart jar, added the moonshine to whatever you want to do. Probably the best thing you could do is thyme. Thyme will add better to your cherries. So take 2 ounces
Just the juice, no cherry?
of the juice. Cherries garnish.
No pop.
No pop. So make a mess.
Got to.
If you
If
want
you're doing
to.
it right, you got to make a mess.
So now this cherry juice is actually straight moonshine.
This is a bottle of Cordell cherries,
Mhm.
and then
You already said this.
yes, I did. Just to clarify,
There's a
for
lot of
you.
moonshine.
just to
in
clarify
there,
for the people at home,
Did you drain the juice, or is that because it's going to come in the cherry juice, right?
you put what in the cherry juice?
All right.
I'll
so
still
here we
try
go.
There's a lot of moonshine in.
We'll start with two. We'll start with 2 here. We're gonna guess on the.
That's what I'm worried about in
you
this
can't.
heat.
You can't put too much grenadine in it. I'll just put that out there.
Well, we're gonna guess
He's
now.
only got
1/2
one
ounce.
little bottle.
1/2
See?
ounce
Splash, splash, tickle, tickle.
there, and
Then we'll do.
we're gonna throw 3 ounces of your favorite cola.
Mentos.
Roughly 3 ounces.
That's looking good.
Fresh breath mint.
Tori ain't got shit on you.
Now, come on.
Thanks.
And you don't have a garnish. No, I won't do that. Throw a couple cherries in there for garnish. Gunny,
if you're fancy.
Ryan, see what you think.
Cheers. That's delicious.
The Coke must be on the top.
That's
Give it a
delicious.
swish.
I'm gonna try it.
Give it a swish.
I'm not picky. That's good. That's got 80 proof in it.
80 proof.
Yeah, you don't taste that at all.
It's 100% corn that takes its taste. So,
I'm gonna say approved on that one.
Yeah,
I would definitely.
Yeah, stir it up. Tastes the same.
It's
Yep.
pretty good.
it's very
Well
good.
done, Woody.
Tried
Yes.
it. Does everybody get one? Here, we better have some more. We got a mix now.
you really should build yourself a tiki bar out here on this patio, Woody.
So
I got
while
a
we're
patio
mixing these
table.
up,
Yeah.
I'm just curious. Does anybody else try these things at home with us? What's your feedback on it? If you got other ideas too, keep plugging them out there. You know, we want to try new things. Beer's good, but other things, it's always fun to try new stuff.
Here, Jimmy. Don't
So just
get away
keep
too
them
fast.
coming.
Oh, thank you.
You need a sweatband?
No,
I didn't think so.
you
That was mine.
was.
Keywords. What?
Well, look, I get one with the cherry now.
Just tastes like cherry cola.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all right. I can't taste anything.
Cool. No.
So I threw these together about 3 hours ago. The last ones I tried with the Moonshine Cherries, time is always an essence on them. The better
Because they're gonna soak
absorption.
up less of it,
Yeah.
obviously.
They're going to get more alcohol into the cherry, so the cherry is going to be your
Just
finishing touch.
We're trying to
Yeah.
film here.
So that. We didn't get one. Did I mix an extra?
Ricky.
Rick.
Hey, there you go, Ricky.
Ah, thank you. Gracias.
Cheers.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
You can have one.
This is my first having one that didn't include beer.
Well, you know,
Well,
we've changed that up. Did you bring that up? We got a new logo now, Zach.
Kind of, yeah.
So, our old logo was having one
A craft beer
craft
podcast.
beer podcast. Well, having one's just not having a craft beer. It's having whatever you're drinking. So,
It's evolving.
Yeah.
At least in the nation. I don't know the podcast portion of it may still be right. Strictly
think that's-
craft beer in brown bags.
And I get a lot of feedback that people want the podcast back, and that's great. I think it's going to come back hard when it starts cooling off more. We'll be inside, you know what I mean? It could be easier to do stouts and stuff. Special releases will be coming out. So don't count us out on that yet. It's coming.
It's evolving. It's growing.
But it's not strictly about beer, I guess, is what
No.
we're saying. What Jimmy's trying
No.
to contact on.
These
The
are
hab-
really good.
The having
I
one
think
nation
they're
is
kinda
about
sneaky.
having whatever you're having.